Is that these mangroves protect our coastline and they protect our homes.
Yeah, but now it is time for humans to step in and help the mangroves. Wink News morning anchor Lindsay Sablon went into the forests to find out why.
Once a week, FGCU students make this trek from Hickory Island in Bonita Springs to a patch of mangroves.
We've measured the size of the tree, and we've also assessed it for any damage following Hurricane Ian.
Dr. Brian Bavard and his students have studied this plot since Hurricane Irma in 2017. But it was after Hurricane Ian when things got interesting.
The storm surge was probably about 12 feet above our heads.
Despite that, these trees that protected homes just to the east seemed to survive. But then in January, they noticed the mangroves started dying.
Just before you get into the plot, you'll think it's a totally healthy system, and then when you walk in, you see all of the death around you.
I tagged along with grad student Jenny Morris and Dr. Bavard to see the damage for myself. Are there snakes in this water?
We actually do have a mangrove resident water, like a mangrove water snake.
But not a poisonous one, right?
No venomous snakes out here, yeah.
On the outside, the trees are full of green leaves. Further in, the leaves are gone and the branches are snapping off. So what happened?
It's directly tied to where the sediment was deposited.
That sediment is from Hurricane Ian. On the left is what you should see, a more plant-based mud. On the right, a clay-like material that suffocates the roots.
We had areas out here that had basically 10 centimeters, about this much.
All that tromping around back here is for a greater purpose. We need these mangroves. They protected this real estate when Hurricane Ian hit, and they drive our economy, which is based on fisheries and tourism. That's why Dr. Bavard says humans need to step in.
Maybe we need to come in and facilitate that recovery process by going in and maybe planting some propagules.
Where would you grow some of those mangroves to potentially plant into these forests?
That's a great question. We're having conversations with community partners like Naples Botanical Garden to try and develop a supply chain of mangroves that could be used for restoration efforts.
It makes you wonder if one day you could be driving by a mangrove farm inland with the goal of protecting our coastline. Lindsay Sablon, Wink News.
And while the hurricanes are a threat to the life of the mangroves, Dr. Bavard says that drastic weather events are also an issue. They're now watching to see if the flooding we had last month will kill off some of the new sprouts.